see the possible answer and predict what likely going to be outcome of this practical test tomorrow. So in this case, first of all, we need to see where is the answer. The answer is actually over here in this hour itself. HR stands for hour, stands for Bing, B-I-N-G. So we need to refer to the over here. There's a Bing over here. So the Bing box number 1 is telling us about the answer. All of us, we have the life door, advisor, and partner. All three symbols are generally pretty positive. In fact, one of the best in terms of combination. And basically, from a bigger perspective, we can say that the chances is pretty high. However, this does not mean that it's going to be the case. We just have a big picture from a macro perspective saying that the driving test likelihood going to be passed, but we also need to know the details on what are the possible hindrance and things that we might not want to see. But let's focus on the skill set of Mary. So Mary, he has, driving is a skill. So we look at the skill itself. Here we have the skill. So skill is empty, which means that it is not very good. Mary is not very good in driving. And there's a serpent in skill means that there's a lot of challenges. There's a lot of problem in terms of the problem set. So that's to say that in this context itself, we are looking at Mary's skill-wise may not be so fantastic. There's an empty means half of the skills are not there. So first thing first, we need to see where is the car. The car is represented by injury. Injury is the representation for transport. This is a car. Anyway, the injury, this symbol itself representing all transportation. So the car itself is considered one of the transportation. So a car that is empty, which is there's a circle. Let me explain what does it mean by circle. This empty means that whatever that is in box number 8, it is considered half. If you look at back into the skill itself in box number 3, the skill which is represented by obstruct is also half. So the skill is half, the car is half. So which means that the car is not in a very good condition, from perspective. So in this metaphysics under Qi Men Dun Jia, we have to be a little bit flexible in terms of the analogy and the understanding based on the context itself. So you must understand that the metaphysics under Qi Men Dun Jia is very elastic, very dynamic. So that's why it can be very interesting for us to understand based on very specific question and based on specific symbols to tell us what are the possible answer, in terms of the whatever boxes and symbols represent. So anyhow, we also have an examiner in this case for tomorrow. And what is the examiner? Examiner is over here, represented by the advisor itself. If you see the box number 1. So the box number 1, the advisor is lifestyle, means that this advisor is pretty outspoken, very friendly person, partner. So a very amicable, very nice to talk to, so it won't be so bad lah. See, but let's see where is the Mary. Mary is over here in thing. This is a subject, he's the asker, he's a subject, so they itself. So we need to locate where is the thing. The thing is actually over here. Okay. So that is to say, the thing is over here. The thing represents Mary. Mary is an obstruct or introvert person, but got money, always worry about something, and pretty stubborn, basing on whatever symbols inside there. But the thing is, within box number 3, is also empty, means that he is not ready. Something is wrong with her. That means condition-wise, she's not optimum. Something is really wrong, which kind of tell us that, first, he is not ready, she is not ready, and the skill set is also not very good. You see, but one thing for sure is that the life door over here, that means together with the advisor, based on the box number 1, box 1 is this Kan Palace is producing her. So we look at the card producing her itself, that means the examiner is very, very supportive about that means very amicable, which kind of tell us that okay, the examiner is nice, very supportive, would like her to pass the examination. See, but here's a challenge. Box number 3, she does not have the skill. Box number 3, for herself, she also does not have the condition in terms of ability. And at the same time, the car itself is also not in a very good condition. So that is to say that if she were to, based on this kind of context, with no skill and it's not ready and the car is not in a good condition, can she really drive the car properly? No. Even though the person is going to be very supportive, the examiner is going to be supportive, it is not going to happen. You see? So that is to say that at the end of the day, the result may not be so fantastic. You see? So there's also another thing that we can see where in this answer itself, let's look at the answer itself. You see the answer, there's this thing called the Bing and Qi. Bing and Qi, in terms of the stem plus stem combination, it will give us the information is that the bad door become bad, good door become very good. So the answer is going to be together with this partner, life door, advisor, which super good combination, and Bing and G also super good combination, is going to come towards her. Then the now is that will she pass the examination or not? Now the thing is, who is the examiner? The examiner is the advisor. The advisor is very good. The answer is very good. She may not have the skill. The car is not ready. That means the car is not in the very good condition. But the examiner is the final person that's going to say yes or no. That's to say, end of the day, she will be able to pass the examination. You see, so this case is not a very straightforward case. End of the day is we need to see the context of the question to say, what is the most important factor that will determine the final result? You see, everything that we ask, there's always some important factors that's going to tell us whether it's going to be yes or no. So in this context, who is the examiner? The examiner is the one that likelihood going to say yes or no. The skill set of the person, sometimes we have to be practical, is that even though we may not be so skillful, we may not be ready, we may always have some mistake, but if the examiner is supportive enough, it's going to help the person, which is Mary. So in this case, final result is that she's able to pass the examination. And ultimately, basing on the record itself, she did pass the examination. And from there, of course, she didn't pass with flying colors. She marginally passed. And of course, we can kind of anticipate that she is very lucky because the examiner is very supportive. And from another perspective is, Qi Men Dun Jia can also give us the indication of what are the problems. If you see, basing on box number 3 itself, the skill is a problem. So next time, if we were to have other question that we may have some time to practice, or maybe able to overcome, the skill is not very good. So which means that if we have few weeks to do, to practice, next time, in other cases, we may be able to, based on this particular strategy, to say, okay, the obstruct, which is the skill set, is not very good because it's empty, then we have to work on it. So this will be some of the strategies. We work on the skill set, you see, and understanding that the car is not easy to be maintained in terms of driving, then we also have to improve the skill set. And because Mary was not ready, so mentally, maybe she's sleepy, maybe she's not in very good condition, or maybe she's sick. So take care of the body, and from there, we're able to, based on the chart itself, to rectify the problem. You see, so this is how interesting Qi Men can be. The chart tells us the answer. The chart also can tell us how to rectify The question is whether we know how to use this chart to see the answer and see the situation and come up with a solution. You see? All right, thank you very much for watching this video. I'll see you again next round in other videos.